Coming up on 9 News Mornings, new information about the suspects in a deadly rock-throwing spree. This morning, exactly what investigators say those teens did that night. This week, there are some new laws on the books designed to make schools safer, how they'll help staff and students prepare for emergencies and crisis situations. Plus, this morning, we are recognizing one school that's helping their students build connections as they make a big transition in their lives. 9 News Mornings starts now.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Jordan, Erica, Ed, and Corey with you on this morning.
Happy Friday.
Yay.
TGIF. And we're going to be drying out. Thank you.
We are going to be drying out. In fact, we have a long stretch of nice weather here. Temperatures above normal for this time of year and very typical with an afternoon shower thunderstorm each afternoon.
We've been waiting for this.
Can't go wrong with that. But this storm system, which was much like the last storm system we saw earlier this week, as we told you, is slowly moving out. But it's going to be colder and a little windy today. And with that northerly flow, you're going to feel those temperatures only in the 50s when yesterday we got to 68 degrees. So this is what we're seeing right now. You can see that snow ending from north to south. That's where it is headed. Clearing skies right behind it. So we will see more sunshine as the day goes on. Temperatures right now, not all that bad. Nobody terribly cold with 20s, 30s, and 40s pretty much across the state. And here's the way it goes today. Only 56 for a high. That's a little bit cooler than normal for this time of year, but the skies do clear. Then 70 on your Saturday, 71 on your Sunday for a pretty nice weekend. And this continues. Low 70s for Monday and Tuesday. Late day storm back in the forecast.
Ed, thank you. Right now, we do want to help get you out the door right now. A live look at the drive. I-25 and 58th Avenue is where we're looking. From CDOT, not a whole lot happening dark and early on your Friday. Commuting into Commerce City in great shape on westbound 76. You've got a 10-minute ride in. No issues on either side of 225. You're in the green. 10-minute commute time between I-70 and I-25.
Erica, thank you. This morning, the family of Alexa Bartel is setting up a memorial fund for their daughter who was killed last week when someone threw a rock through her windshield. The money will help with their legal expenses, create an endowment fund for student athletes, and create a permanent memorial in her honor. Now we're getting a better idea of what happened the night that she was killed.
New documents show the three teenagers accused of this crime spree agreed they would never talk about what they did. 9 News reporter Anusha Roy joins us now. And Anusha, they are now facing first-degree murder charges.
Yeah, the three 18-year-old suspects have already made their first court appearance, and it's those court documents that are revealing so much more. According to the affidavit, the three suspects, Nicholas Karolchik, Zachary Quack, and Joseph Koenig, went to a Walmart parking lot in Westminster last Wednesday night, started loading landscaping rocks into the backseat of one of their pickup trucks. Investigators say they started driving around, throwing those rocks at cars as they drove past, and ended up hitting 7 cars, including Alexa Bartel's, who died. Investigators say Quack took a picture of the car after it crashed because he thought they would want it as a, quote, memento. The affidavit says the teens told each other they were blood brothers, talked to each other about getting their story straight, and said that they would never tell anyone what they did. But when investigators started questioning them, 2 of them ended up confessing to investigators, according to these documents. Investigators say they've used cell phone towers to track down the suspects, and that data was matching the times and places where the rocks hit the cars. The affidavit also said police heard from a 4th teenager who was friends with the suspects and told police earlier that week he was there when they were putting the rocks in the car, but then asked to go home because he didn't want anything to do with what was about to happen.
And then in the end, your heart just breaks for Alexa's 100%, family, right?
Yeah, with every new detail, the story gets more disturbing. Anusha, thank you.
By the way, our legal analyst Whitney Traylor will join us later this morning to talk more about this case that's coming up at 8:10 over on Channel 20. Investigators say an Arapahoe County deputy was driving with his lights and sirens on when he hit and killed 2 people in another car. The crash happened Wednesday afternoon on Broncos Parkway near Dove Valley Regional Park. The Colorado State Patrol says the deputy T-boned a car when the other driver pulled out from a stop sign and turned in front of the deputy. 2 people in that car died, a 69-year-old man and a 75-year-old woman. The deputy was in an unmarked car. CSP says the deputy's injuries were moderate.
This week, Democratic Governor Jared Polis signed a pair of bills aimed at improving school safety. The first requires school resource officers to complete ongoing safety training, including best practices on safe-to-tell reports, improved communication on the reports, and improved SRO support for students and staff. Polis also signed a bill creating the Office of School Safety. The office will help schools prepare, respond, and recover from emergencies and crisis situations. They'll offer training and other supportive services for schools.
The laws were signed on the same day that the CDC put out a new disturbing report. About 1 in 5 high school students in the U.S. have seen violence firsthand. That includes deadly shootings. Data also showed students who witnessed violence were more likely to report carrying a gun, as well as engaging in substance abuse and consider or attempt suicide. The CDC is calling community violence a significant public health concern.
The Aurora School Board has picked the district's new superintendent. The board selected Michael Giles as its sole finalist. Giles is Cherry Creek School's Assistant Superintendent of Equity, Culture, and Community. It's one of several administrator jobs he's held in Cherry Creek. The district will start negotiating his new contract now. They say they'll vote on it as soon as possible. Aurora's outgoing superintendent, Rico Mon, is leaving after 10 years in the job. He's moving on to CSU as the new university president's chief of staff.
Mayors from around the world are in Denver this week to talk about the challenges their cities face. The City Summit of the Americas at the Convention Center brings together leaders from Mexico, Brazil, Chile, Canada, and some other countries. An assistant professor at CU Denver hosted a workshop geared toward bringing creativity and leadership together.
All of that in the middle of Denver, Colorado really says something special about our city, because it says that we're viewed by others across the Americas, from Latin and South America to Canada, as a place that can hold the container for this kind of transformative thinking. I think that's a pretty good testament to the work that's been done here, the foundation that's been built, and where we might be able to go with it in the future.
We know that several Ukrainian mayors are here as well. This summit wraps up on Sunday.